What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base, and today we are here for another Delicious in Dungeon episode review. As you all well know by now, this is late. The new episode comes out today, so I'll try and get that to you as soon as possible. But without further ado, let's get cracking.
But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload.
So, episode 6, fresh off the trail of the treasure bugs. Our pals, our group of dungeoneers, we've got the names I love to butcher of Lyos, Marcial, Chilchuck, and Senshi. I have to have them on this screen, otherwise I can't pronounce shit. But yeah, they're chilling. They're all very, very hungry. They're worrying about food. They haven't got enough food to sort of, not necessarily continue. They're just struggling. They're depleted on their supplies. Overall, this episode started slow. And then as the episode went on, it developed into something that, as you probably can tell with the title, it was a bit weird. And I'm not sure what specifically the weirdness goes. I don't know if it was just an in pocket, just this is something, or if this was like this means something more. I don't really know. Essentially, we got to see another cool thing, a living painting, which I thought was very, very cool. I'm liking all these sort of living sort of monsters. Like, I don't think I've played a game where there's been like a living painting, or at least to the best of my knowledge, where it's been memorable enough to remember, to use my words oh so well. But Lyos decides that he wants to go try going inside a living painting, because apparently you can bring the food back, so he wants to do that. They all think he's fucking crackers, as usual. But he goes in, and then he ends up going through, I think it's like 3 or 4 paintings in total, and going in each of these paintings, the story develops, and he sees some people in there, and he sees the main person on this thumbnail, this person with sort of white hair, an elf-looking creature that starts to recognize him and question things and say, you're not part of this. And this was the bit that I found very, very weird, because it was almost like either this is something where it's particular to the living painting itself, like a monster within it, or that was the monster of the living painting, or it was just something thrown very left field. I don't know which way that's pointing for you, but I've actually pointed right, left field, and was just kind of in there. Or it's maybe something more to do, because they mentioned like you weren't part of this, so I'm wondering if this might be something in relation to maybe who made the dungeon, maybe something like that. That might be a bit too far-fetched for what that is. It was just in a living painting. I don't know, but the vibe the character gave off was maybe more than just a throwaway for sure, and then started giving like the evil eyes, proper, villain slash bigger character motives were felt with that. So I don't really know what to do with that at the moment. I feel very conflicted. I don't know whether that was something that I do need to be concerned or, maybe excited for, because the character itself was kind of cool. Like, grabbed Lyos's armor and started melting it, and then like he was scared and whatnot. But if not, I mean, it was still cool for the episode. And then probably for the latter half, because they were still struggling with food, they started camping somewhere to maybe try solving out the problems by going further down in the dungeon. And then Chilchuck, we get a sort of bit of background story with him for the area, because there are mimics in the area, and this motherfucker does not like mimics. He has had such a problem with mimics in the past. He's been killed by them, exploded by them, eaten by them, you name it. Chilchuck has got fucked by the mimics, and so during the night he wants to go fill up his water, and he gets locked in this prison bit, and lo and behold, there is a motherfucking mimic in it, which looked really cool. It was cool to see the mimic just kind of like this lobstery thing. Like, I don't know if that was specific for maybe the episode or just the world of Delicious in Dungeon to make it something more edible, because normally mimics, kind of like the chest itself is just like a monster. It's not like a hermit crab where it's like living inside. So we'll take it what it is. It was still cool. It looked cool. It was like there was a very like cool animated scene where it felt like the budget went up when Chilchuck was trying to evade the Mimic, and the Mimic kind of was a bit scary and weird, to be fair. But no, Chilchuck manages to best the Mimic, and then Senshi and Marcel come out, and they're like, ooh, and then Senshi and Laios are both like, ooh, maybe we can fucking cook this. We learn that they kind of vary in terms of poison levels, as you do, but he basically cooked it like a lobster type of thing, banged it in, ate it, everyone enjoyed it. It's in the thumbnail on, I think, like that side somewhere. It looked good, looked like the good shit food, and overall, I don't even look to see if there is, like, previews at the end of the episode. Like, I'm continuing to enjoy this show. Having that person in the painting kind of like surprised me more than I thought. Like, it was really weird. Like, there was just this developing story between the prince and things, and I don't know if that was maybe like a hint to like what the world was like beforehand, or if that's a real world thing that happens in Delicious in Dungeon, like if that's where the royals are or what happened to the royals, or maybe it's telling us how the dungeons actually got created as a whole. I don't know. We're in episode 6. I don't even remember. I think I went through this not too long ago. Delicious in Dungeon. Like, I don't actually know if we've got confirmed how many episodes they're going to be. I feel like I've done this before. And I don't know. I think it's going to be 24. Yeah, it's 24. Maybe it's because I looked at Solo Leveling and that was 12. But yeah, 24. So we're very early on. So there's plenty to explore, plenty to go through. No mention of Farlin or the dragon in this episode, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. Overall, a very cool episode. If that character in the painting does go somewhere, that would automatically increase. And if anything to do with that painting stuff was to do with stuff that's to come, very cool. By all means, if you do know, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to know about things like that. Don't like write everything that's to happen, but if you say like that's something to do with the future, all for that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I enjoyed the episode. It's still going well for me. I'm enjoying it. No chance of dropping it. I am very much enjoying it. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And tune in to the next episode review of Delicious in Dungeon. Oh, Delicious in Dungeon. Thank you very much. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.